The Man Who Survived Two Nukes, 1945 Japan. In the summer of 1945, when the world was hanging by a thread, a young naval engineer named Tsutomu Yamaguchi found himself in Hiroshima on a work assignment. He was preparing to head home to Nagasaki, eager to see his wife and son again. The war had stretched on for years, but he hoped that the end was near. On the morning of August 6th, as he walked toward the shipyard under a bright blue sky, Yamaguchi heard something unusual overhead. He looked up and saw a single plane glinting like a shard of silver light. Then came the flash. A blinding, searing white engulfed everything. The shockwave hurled him through the air. His eardrums burst. His skin burned. For a moment, the world disappeared into fire. When he awoke dazed and bleeding, the city around him was gone, flattened in an instant. Smoke curled from the ruins. Shadows marked where people had once stood. Somehow, against all odds, Yamaguchi was still alive. He staggered through the devastation, found two surviving co-workers, and together they pushed their way toward the train station. By nightfall, he had made it out of Hiroshima. The next day, still wrapped in bandages, covered in burns, he boarded a train home to Nagasaki. He told his family what he had witnessed, how one bomb had leveled an entire city. But even then, he struggled to find the words. Who could imagine such terror? On the morning of August 9th, he reported to work, determined to inform his supervisors about what he had seen. As he stood in the office describing the unimaginable power of the Hiroshima bomb, another flash lit the sky. Another roar followed. Another shockwave shattered the world. Nagasaki had been hit. Yamaguchi was blown off his feet once again. Windows exploded. Walls buckled. Dust and smoke filled the air. The nightmare he had escaped in Hiroshima had followed him home. Yet when he rose, shaken, injured but conscious, he realized something extraordinary. He had survived a second nuclear blast. In the years that followed, Tsutomu Yamaguchi lived a long life. He recovered, raised his family, and eventually became a voice for peace, using his story not to dwell in fear but to remind the world of the devastating cost of war. When he finally passed away in 2010 at the age of 93, he remained the only officially recognized survivor of both atomic bombings, a man who endured the unimaginable and lived to tell the world why it must never happen again. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.